Unbelievable! That is a dream goal!
They found it! They finally found the goal they were looking for!
What a finish that is! Do not scratch your eyes! This is really happening!
Good morning and welcome to this Game and Frame broadcast. We are live from McCarran Park in Brooklyn, New York, and we're gearing up for an exciting match between Polonia SC and Block FC. Polonia, last year's Cosmopolitan League champions, only have 2 games left this season to secure a spot in the playoffs. Currently at 5th place in the table, they will need to overtake one team in order to move on to the playoffs. A win today will be critical to keeping their playoffs dreams alive. On the other hand, Block FC has positioned themselves a bit better for these last games before playoffs begin. At 3rd place with 28 points, Block can secure a playoff spot with just a tie today. The pressure will absolutely be on Polonia, who have to come out with a winning result. It will be interesting to see how these teams approach today's game, so stay tuned and we will be back with the game shortly. Welcome back everyone to this Game in Frame broadcast. For those of you that are just now tuning in, this is a match between Polonia SC and Block FC in the first division of the Cosmopolitan League here in New York. This is going to be an exciting match. There's only 2 games left in this season, and these teams are going to need to come away with a victory if they hope to get into the playoffs. Polonia especially, currently sitting at 5th place in the bracket, desperately needs this win if they want to secure a spot in the playoffs and keep those dreams alive of winning the championship once again after their victory last season. It's Polonia kicking off, and they send it long right away. As I was saying earlier, Block FC are coming into this game with a slightly better position. They only need a tie this game to secure a position for themselves in the playoffs. So they may find this game a bit more defensive. Polonia, on the other hand, is going to need to come at it with all they've got. That's a great through ball for Block. Cleared out well. And Block are quickly on the offensive, not taking any time to settle themselves, trying to find Polonia on the back foot. Right before this match, the reserve teams for both of these teams played. It was a close match. There was a red card given to a Block FC player. They had to play most of the game with only 10 players on the field. There have been some tensions building up between the Block FC side and the referees at this field. So be prepared to see if there are any continued tensions as we go into this game. And Polonia are now on the counterattack, trying to find some space in the left wing. But Block FC has no problem cutting that out. And it goes out for a throw-in. That's a great turnover for Block. Let's see if they can find a counterattack. Played out wide to Wally, but he kicks it out. It's a throw-in for Polonia. And it looks like it's going to be a free kick for Block. Going to be taken by Block's keeper, Jungana. And Block now taking their time here. Keeping it calm this game, having good defensive positioning, refusing to concede any goals will be a great strategy for Block going into this game. If they can keep a clean sheet, that will secure them a spot in the playoffs and a chance to win the Cosmopolitan League this season. So far, Block has had slightly more possession. Polonia unable to get the ball down, get it moving nicely. Polonia are finding some space in the box, but Block regained possession. And that's a bad turnover. An unlucky handball for Polonia. It's a free kick for Block. Saluga just got unlucky there. His hand was stuck out, bounced off his leg. Wally finding some space out wide. And now Polonia are building up the counterattack from the defensive third. Out to Saluga. Not quite able to get a touch on it. And it's out for a throw-in for Block. Wage throws it in to his center back. Coming out calm and composed through the midfield. Block FC are building up nicely, taking their time, not rushing through. Polonia are sending up a high press. They've got about 5 players up high. If Block can find some players in the half space, they could potentially break this Polonia press. And that's a nice through ball out wide to the left wing. This is Wage taking on Pepper. Pepper not able to get a touch on it. Wage still has possession. And it goes out for a throw in. It's a good defensive effort from Pepper to prevent the corner kick. And Block FC a bit confused here, expecting a corner kick. And Polonia regain possession, now coming forward with the counterattack. Goalie's out of position here. Goldman has a chance to move it forward. It's a bit slow to press though. Block are able to regain their defensive shape. And Block now are on a counterattack. And the AR flags for offsides. Unfortunate offensive positioning for Block. It was Tambadou who was left offside in that press. And that's just reckless tackling there. It is going to be a yellow card for Block. And it does look like we may continue to see the tensions between Block FC and the referees this match continue to rise through from last game with the reserve teams. I would like to thank all of you for tuning into this Game in Frame broadcast, and I'd like to let you guys know that today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. And Polonia have it at the top of the 18-yard box. It's through to Saluga. Can he cross it in? And they're able to get a touch on it. It's a goal! That's a brilliant set piece. Very well done by Polonia's team. They were able to find all the spaces, and Block FC was left wondering who is doing the marking. That is two Polonia SC players open in the 18-yard box off of a set piece. They are now 1-0, and their dreams of getting into the playoffs this season are growing ever brighter. A win today against Block and one more in their next game would almost guarantee them a spot in the playoffs. It does depend slightly on how the other teams perform. Block FC could win today, could lose today and win their next game, and they would still make it to playoffs. Polonia, on the other hand, losing today would almost guarantee that they don't make it. Right now they're doing well. Keeping the defense tight and maintaining this 1-0 lead is going to be critical for them. They did very well to capitalize off of the set piece. Now Block FC is going to need to get one back. That's a great header there. Moving it forward, breaking into the attacking third. This is Camara. It goes out. It will be a goal kick for Block FC. Polonia seem to have gained some confidence from that first goal. They move forward swiftly there. It did look dangerous. Block FC will need to regain their composure, lock down their defensive shape. And it's going to take each player providing individual efforts to stay with their man to break down the Polonia offense. Block FC have had a great season, landing them at third place in the table, but their last few games have not gone very well for them. In the past 4 games they've played, they have been unable to secure a victory. They've had 3 losses and 1 draw. Their recent poor form is currently showing in this game as they've already lost 1 goal to Polonia. We'll see if they'll be able to turn it around. They'll absolutely need to, especially as there are only 2 games left before playoffs. Currently the favorite to win this year's Cosmopolitan League is FC Sanzak. They've done excellent all season and they've gone undefeated, securing 16 victories in 16 matches played, something almost unheard of in any football league. Block FC are able to get out of that press pretty nicely, and they switch the field well. Polonia are going to need to backtrack very quickly here. That's very strong defensive work from Polonia's center back. Trusting the keeper. A trust between keeper and center back is something that makes the defensive line so much stronger. If the center back knows he can pass back to the keeper at almost any given moment, and the keeper knows that pass is not going to be led astray into the back of the net, something that makes any defensive line very hard to press. Having that extra man in the back, knowing you can use the keeper's feet, just makes the game so much easier for the defensive line. Block FC will need a very organized attack if they're hoping to break Polonia's defensive line. They do have very strong center backs, Polonia. It's Saluga to Camara. Great triangle play there. Bullington knew he was left offsides, it seems like, so he just let the ball go past. Was a great connection between Saluga and Camara. Block FC moving forward. This is Wally. Connected beautifully with Danso, but the ball forward is led astray. Sent straight to Dutton Neves of Polonia. And Block FC regain possession in the defensive line. They send it forward. Just trying to settle the ball now. Let's see if they can find the pass out wide on the left side. Polonia closes it down. Now sent long out to the right wing. It's a great ball, straight to his feet. This is Wally. Into C. Wally once more. Breaking in. This is a great dribble. The shot is deflected. It's up in the air for a 50-50. Pepper makes the header. Great composure from Saluga. Kugler turns it over near the midfield. This is C. Out wide. Back to C. He goes down. The referee says that's a foul against Block FC. He's calling the handball there. And Polonia's Bullington lifts C up off of the ground. Essentially telling him, quit acting. Had enough of the drama. This is a soccer match, not a theater match. And Goldman crosses it in. Jungana does well to stop the cross there. Now Block FC are on the counter. Camara recovers the ball in the midfield. Kugler sends it into the middle. It's out to Pepper. Back to Kugler, taking his space in the midfield. Kugler does very well as a center back to step up just a little bit, almost taking up that center defensive mid role, using the space that he finds in the midfield to act as sort of a pivot to redistribute the ball wherever it needs to go on the pitch for Polonia. This is Block FC moving forward. Sent out wide. Pepper reads it very well, but makes a risky pass back to Dutton Neves. The pass needed a bit more pace there. Almost turned it over. Tambadou, with just a little bit more pace, could have put that in the back of the net for Block FC. It's out wide. Pass is just long. It will be a goal kick for Polonia. In their last matchup, Polonia lost to Block FC. It was a 1-0 result. This was a couple months ago. Polonia has had a good streak of form. In their past 4 games, they've won 3 of them. And in a game against Schneider, they had an 8-1 victory. I think Polonia in their recent form have been feeling good. They've had great confidence. And they've certainly shown that in this game. Pepper plays it back to Dutton Neves. That's not a good ball out. Nearly turned it over. Kugler was there though. Pepper moving it forward, finding the Meg. Saluga out wide. And Saluga's able to break the press through to Bullington. Bullington now finding tons of space in the midfield. A couple step overs there, breaking through. It was a nice idea. Goldman just wasn't privy to it. And it will be a goal kick now for Block FC. They will need to respond to the attacking opportunities that Polonia has been able to make. They've certainly been safe in the defense, but their balls forward haven't been breaking the Polonia press. Many of their through balls have been read fairly well. If Block FC can slow it down a bit, perhaps make some connecting passes through the midfield, some shorter plays, they may be able to break down Polonia's press. Polonia's defensive shape mostly has a line of 5 near the top and a line of 5 in the back. Block FC, maybe this is a good ball out to Saluga. And very well done there by Jungana. Coming out as a sweeper keeper and clearing the ball away from Polonia's Saluga there. But as I was saying, I do think Block FC could find some space between the front of Polonia's attacking line and their defending line in the back. Their press does leave some space in the middle. If Block FC can identify that, put some players in there, and find a pass, I do think they could break this press down. Block FC has lots of quality on their team. They will just need to play smart here. C out wide into Wally. But to C. Turned over, won by Bullington. Polonia have it in their back line, passing around very well. And Kamara turns it, bringing it forward into the attacking third. Played into Kugler. He's coming forward very high as a center back. Kamara has it in the corner now. And the cross is just low quality. It's no issue for Jungana to pick up. They'll need a bit more of a dangerous pass to create any real attacking threat. To C. Played out wide. Block FC can't keep it. It's Goldman into Bullington. Bullington moving forward once more. And it's turned over to Block FC. Block moving forward now, down the left wing. They've come to midfield. Tambadou dribbling well. He does turn it over though. And Lawala passes it to Kugler. Polonia play it out to the left wing. Block FC is able to take it off their feet though. Referee stops the game. It is a foul called against Polonia. And it seems that it actually will be in favor of Polonia, much to the protest of Block. And this is a little bit more of the tension that I was talking about earlier between the referees and Block FC. The emotions are running high for this team right now. They are down a goal, feeling like the referee is against them. Hopefully they can turn this energy towards playing well against Polonia. Sometimes some passion can help you earn some individual efforts in a game. At the same time though, when passions do run high, sometimes dangerous plays can result in bookings. Block FC will want to capitalize on the passion that they're having right now, but they'll need to be careful. A red card early in the game would almost secure a victory for Polonia. Already a goal up. And Block FC throw it in. It's a turnover. This is Kugler. Into Kalala. Played through. This is Bullington. Passes it well to Kalala. Blocked well by the defender. It is a corner kick. Apologies, the ref does call that a goal kick. Apologies once more, that is an offside call. And a Block FC played out. We are entering into the second half of this match. That's a great through ball. Polonia are able to recover it though. Back to Dutton Neves. Out wide to Pepper. Polonia finding the space on the wings. Saluga. Kalala. Through. It's Goldman taking it into the box. Looks like he beats the defender. Cuts in. It's a shot. What a goal! A great dribble from Goldman. He comes down the wing, breaks into the box, beats the defender, and tucks it into the back of the net. Can't ask for more from a winger there. Absolute perfection from Goldman. Can hardly blame the defender for that. Every touch was just perfect leading up to the shot. Tucked right into the back left corner of the net. No doubt about it. That was an excellent finish from Goldman. That is his 4th goal of the season. He is one of the top contributors of goals and assists for Polonia. Polonia are now up 2 goals this game. Block FC will want to get one back at least before halftime. Going into a second half, down 2 can be very demoralizing for a team. And the ref does call a foul for Block. Suzuko. Into C. Out to Dunso. Philip. Block is pressing high now. They've got numbers up. They find the ball at the top of the 18. Bullington wins it back. And Polonia, every time they find the ball on the right wing, deep in the defensive third, they've been able to play it out. Seems like something they've practiced. Pepper, Saluga, and Bullington consistently finding beautiful connections deep in the defensive third. Even under a high press from block, they've been able to get the ball out very well each time. Polonia's right back Pepper is certainly one of Polonia's strongest players. He has 5 assists this season. As a fullback, very impressive. Block FC do find some space down the line. South for a throw in. And Block are looking to make a substitution now. Coming off is Philip. And Wage. And onto the pitch now we have Gaku. Ref does call a foul. Going to be sent in by Block. This is a great attacking opportunity for Block. This is exactly what they need as we're entering the final moments of this second half. We expect them to get a couple more numbers up. They've got 2 defenders back. We'll see what they do with this. They go for the shot. And it just goes past the crossbar, just a bit over. Didn't seem to be any real threat to the goalkeeper. It was sent towards the middle of the goal. I think Dutton-Neves would have been there. And that opportunity is squandered for Block. At this point now, I think Polonia is going to want to keep possession, calm down the play, and slow everything down. Block FC have possession. They're breaking into the attacking third. They play it back. Gaku crosses it. It's a poor touch from Dukore. Out for a throw in. And this is a dangerous defensive moment for Block. They're able to beat the press though. Very good work from Jungana and Block's defensive line, keeping their composure there under the high press from Polonia. Susko moving it forward into C. Played back to Philip. Back to Susko. Susko once again moving up. Kugler seems to have found some space up top. They find Kugler at the midfield. Played forward to Pepper. but he knows he's offsides. Doesn't go for it. Regardless, that ball was very long. Jungana would have been first to get to it. This is Conte. Susko. Played out wide. Back to Susko. It's a through ball up. Seems like he was trying to connect with Tambadou there. Tambadou had a different idea though. He was dropping in when the through ball was sent long forward. Pepper into Kugler. Saluga. Kugler. Sent forward, and it's offside. Will be a free kick for Block, just behind the half line. Polonia making a substitution. Coming off is Bullington. And back onto the pitch, we've got Goldman. Block breaking through the midfield. Out wide now. Pepper steps forward and cuts that out very well. To see. What a ball. Can they find it? And Polonia's defenders are relentless. It's crossed in. A header. Not able to put it in the back of the net though. And now it's Polonia on the counterattack. Not quite able to settle the ball though. And it's cleared out. Block FC now have it in the back. Moving it through the middle. Sent out wide to Conte. Looks like he'll cross it in. One more pass out wide. And it's turned over. Polonia once again now on the counterattack. Moving it forward slowly. Waiting for numbers to get up. It's out wide to Saluga. Connecting well. Sent out wide once more. It's out for a throw in. If you guys are enjoying this match, we do have some more for you later today. You can tune in at 12:15 p.m. to see New York Athletic Club face off against Pan Cyprian Freedoms in the American Premier Soccer League Metropolitan Conference. In that same league, you can tune in at 4 p.m. to see Central Park Rangers against Schneider FC. If you are more of a Cosmopolitan League fan, we do have a game today at 2 p.m. to see New York Ukrainians face off against Manhattan Kickers FC. And at 3 p.m., Central Park Rangers 2 versus FC Sanzak. And this is Pepper wide now. He's crossing it in. Sent high, very high. Nobody's going to be able to get to that. Will be a goal kick for Block. And Jungana plays it out wide. And they're waiting for some movement in the back. Block's center back was asking for the midfielders and attacking line to create some spaces. Telling them they're on their heels. Can't expect them to play it out well without any movement. I do think he has a point. I would like to see some more movement in the midfield from Block off the ball. They play it out wide, cutting in. Tried to shoot it there. And it's Pepper who brings possession out. This is Saluga now. Saluga just got a touch on it. Sent it out. It'll be a throw in for Block. play to Sosko. Dragging it out. That was read like a book. This is Goldman. Sent through to Saluga. And the keeper's not able to get a foot on it. It's Saluga all by himself now who can just dribble it into the goal. That was a tough defensive error for Jangana, who simply let the ball go past him. It was a great through ball, and Jangana was forced in an uncomfortable position as a goalkeeper, having to step forward, try and get that ball. Seemed like he thought Saluga was going to get a touch on it and wanted to interpret that, but Saluga didn't, and it just rolled right past Jangana, and Saluga found himself all by himself right in front of the goal. Not difficult at all for Saluga to slot that in. Could have walked it there if he wanted to. He did very well making the run, finding the space. And that was good vision from Goldman to make the pass. It's Polonia 3, Block FC 0 now. Block moving well down the right wing now. Ball sent through, but it's not in the right place. Had Tambadu moved a little bit more to the right in that run, he could have been there. But this is Dutton Eves. Clears it up. This is Wally moving down the right wing. The AR flags for a throw-in. It's in favor of Block. There's only moments left in this second half. We'll see what Block can do with it, but this has simply been an excellent first half for Polonia. While possession has been roughly equal, watching Polonia, you can see that they're doing much better with the ball. They've connected excellently down the right wing, consistently. And through some individual efforts, they've been able to get goals. They have been absolutely clinical in front of the goal this match. They've created maybe 4 or 5 clear attacking opportunities, and they've scored on 3 of them. In my opinion, that's a good conversion rate for Polonia this game. This is Dutton Eves. Back out to Pepper. Pepper's under a tough press now. Passes it out. This is Freisel. It's cleared out. And Polonia's Resnick doesn't get a clean touch on it. It's off for a throw in. Sosko. Gaku. C. Back to Gaku. And that's a handball for Block FC. Tambadu did a fancy move there that didn't seem like it was going to lead to anything, but it did make contact with Polonia's defensive line. It was a handball, and now Block do have an opportunity to convert here. This would put them back in the game, giving them some chances going into the second half. Three Block players are stepping in front of the ball. I do think they're going to go for a shot. The question is, who will it be? It goes through. It's deflected though. One more. Dutton Eves brings it down. That's good work there. Gaku had 2 chances. One of them did make it to the goalie, but Dudney was brought down well. And after that ball sent up, it was Freisel who brought it down, tried to cross it in. Jungana caught it and threw it out. Blocked now on the counterattack. Turned over to Polonia. This is Kugler. That's an unfortunate touch for Madej. Let's see. Susko. Susko once again. Trying to find space in the right wing. Polonia doing well to keep their defensive shape very tight. Dudney is taking his time, picking up the ball. Knows this first half is coming to an end. Resnick's able to get ahead on it. Let's clear it out though. Played forward. Susko. Asking for some movement from his midfielders. That are wide. This is Freisel. Out wide to Pepper. Into the middle to Resnick. One more to Goldman. It's Goldman. Susko picks it up. Goldman still has the ball. What a move. But the AR flags. It is a throw-in for block. That play had some momentum for Polonia. Jungana. Tambadu. Back to C. This is Susko now. Good movement in the midfield by Block. They are finding the space in the midfield during this play. Through to Wally. Good touch from Wally. It's a great step from Glowala though. And that's the good quality defending we've been seeing from Polonia throughout this season. Sent out wide for Block. This is C. Sent up through. Dutton Neves picks it up though. This is Kugler. To Freisel. Kalala. Kalala bringing it forward. This is Pepper. Kalala once again. Susko with very strong defending, using his body to pick up the ball. That does look to be a foul. It's a free kick for Block. Block moving it around in the back. Now breaking through the midfield. Kugler snuffs it out though. Back to block. Trying to find some space on the other wing. They are advancing towards the attacking third. Conte tried to connect there with the winger. Didn't work out though. And this is Conte. Send backwards. They switch the field. Back to Susku. Susku has been very good distributing the ball for a block this game. Ref calls advantage for that. They're at the top of the 18 now. I'd like to see block go for a strike here. Tried to play it out wide, but the ball was poor. They had a good attacking opportunity. And the ref blows the whistle. That is the end of this first half. What a good first half for Polonia. They scored 3 goals. Block FC left in the dust this first half. They'll need to pick it up quite a bit in the second half if they want to get back into this game. Thank you guys for tuning into this first half. We will be back shortly with the second half.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome back to this Game in Frame broadcast. We are going into the second half of this match between Block FC and Polonia SC. It's Block who are taking the kickoff. They're down 3 goals this game. It's currently 3-0 with Polonia up. Block are higher in the table this season, but they've had a bit of a run of bad form. Showing in this game, 3 goals down already in the first half. Shots taken from outside the 18-yard box. Sent up high. Resnick tried to keep it in. Throw in for Block. Block moving forward now. Coming out of the back. Resnick trying to keep it in. Can't quite do it. It's a throw in for Block once again. Sent back to Jungana. This is Susko. Sent up high. Pepper. Into Bullington. Kalala. Into Bullington once again. Tried to find Friesel outside. Block just got a touch on it. It's Resnick. Gaku. Susko. Block FC have maintained possession well so far this first half. So far this second half. They seem to be coming back into this game with renewed energy. They're not putting their heads down, confident that they can bring this game back. They know that if they lose this game, they are potentially in a place where they could lose their playoff spot. It's not guaranteed, but it's a shot. Bullington did well there to recover the ball for Polonia, turning it into a quick shot. It was just sent wide though. And Block's team is just in disarray. They're going to need to calm the game down, reconnect with one another. It is a team sport after all. Conte was just unable to get to that. It's Pepper who's throwing this in. Bullington gets ahead on it. Resnick. And Friesel just wasn't in the right spot. So far, Polonia hasn't seemed to slow down. They're not pressing incredibly high, but their time on the ball has been very forward moving. It doesn't look like they're trying to keep the ball in the back and waste time. I think Polonia knows that they can score more goals this game. That's a fairly obvious foul in the center of the pitch. It's Kugler who's going to step up to take it. At this position, this set piece, it's more getting the ball rolling again. Not a huge attacking opportunity. And it's up. Resnick was in the right spot, but Jungana got there first. Block FC trying to get a quick counterattack, but Polonia's defensive line is too organized for that. If they are going to want to score again this game, Block FC is going to need to take control of the center of the pitch. Polonia has been creating most of their chances coming through one of the wings, connecting quickly back to the middle, going back out to the wing once again. They found Block with too few numbers on the side. They've broken in into the 18-yard box from the corners. And once they're there, it doesn't take much for them to finish. I do think Polonia leaves some space in the center of the pitch for Block FC to play. If Block FC can find that space and capitalize on it, I do think that they could convert. They could find their space at the top of the 18-yard box. They could hopefully connect and get the ball into the 18-yard box. I would also like to see some more movement from Tambadou. That's a great turnover for Polonia. They're moving it forward now with some speed. It's Freisel, plays it out to Resnick. Resnick's able to keep the ball. He's in the 18-yard box. It's Madej. Kugler loses it in the midfield. Ref stops the play. And the ref arguing with some of the players of Block FC. Undoubtedly, there is still some tension between the players in this team. It's a substitution for Block. Cleared out very well. Using his height there. Tambadou wasn't able to direct the ball where it needed to go, though. It's Tambadou now. Tambadou is undoubtedly a strong player. He has the most goals for Block this season, with 6 goals throughout the season. He hasn't had a spectacular performance this game, though. Currently, with Block struggling to get the ball through the midfield, I think they would benefit if Tambadou came down to receive the ball and move it forward himself. He's been waiting for the ball up top, and it hasn't been working out. This is Wally. It's crossed in. They get a head on it, but it's not directed towards the goal. This is Gaku. Bullington drops in to recover it. It's Polonia once again building up from the right side. Polonia's right side is very strong for this team. They've created so many opportunities, played out so well from the back. I do think Pepper is a big part of that. He's a very important player for Polonia's squad. And Block are breaking into the 18. Sent to the top of the box. And switched. And Polonia's set deep, trying to cover up any gaps. And where it's out for them, Pepper clears it out. Block do still have possession, but with Polonia's defensive line shaped the way they are, it's going to be difficult to break through. Goldman is coming onto the pitch now in a substitution for Polonia. And coming off is Kugler. Looks like it's going to be a deep throw in for block. It's cleared out by Goldman. Tried to get the volley. This is Ducare. It's a good idea, but didn't come. Nothing came out of it. Resnick sent it forward to Pepper. Pepper keeping the ball. Seemed to lose track of where he was. Sent the ball out for a throw in for block. Tamburu moving nicely now. And it's that creates opportunities for block. The off-the-ball movement, especially in the attacking third. Ball doesn't go out. They keep it in. This is Wally. Plays it to Gaku. Susku. And out wide. Crossed in. Beautiful play from block there. They did very well to move the ball around. It's exactly what block needs to keep doing if they want to convert some goals in this game. They were actually able to break down Polonia's defense with that movement. A lot of it credited to the off-the-ball movement that they've been having. Shifting around at the top. Looks like Block's manager has moved Tamburu down a little bit more to a center attacking mid position. They've had Jaite move into the striker space, with Tamburu down a little bit more in the midfield, dropping in to receive the balls and move them forward. That movement has created some opportunities for block. They'll need to keep moving around off the ball. This is good from Tamburu to drop deep. Found the space to receive it. He needs to move forward now. They'll need numbers as they bring the ball up. It's a good move. Tried to take it all by himself, but it was 3v1. Loses the ball, but it is a throw-in for block. This is Gaku. Another throw-in for block. As a reminder for you all, today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. This is Tamburu. Trying to flick it in behind himself. They do reset as Jangana Altaconte. Gaku. Back to Gaku. Will he cross it in? He does, but it's Dutton Neves who picks it up. Seems like they've made some changes to their attacking shape, and it's been working out for block. They've been breaking into Polonia's defensive third. They've been creating opportunities. They've just lacked a bit of composure on the last play. One more pass in each play, with a little bit more precision, could have resulted in a couple goals for block. Block are now in a bad spot. This is a good counterattack for Polonia. Ref says that's a foul. Looked like it could have been shoulder to shoulder, but I think he thought it was a bit too aggressive. It was the last man. I'll be interested to see if the ref pulls a yellow card here. He's talking to Susku. I think they will avoid the booking. Polonia are taking this chance to make some substitutions. Resnick, Freisel coming off. Pepper as well. Onto the pitch. Saluga, Camara, and Bologna. This is a good space for a free kick. It's crossed in and cleared out by Susku. Polonia with possession now from this throw-in. I think Block has been breaking into the defensive third a little bit more this half. Let's see how Polonia adjust to the changes. These substitutions may be coming onto the field with some information from the manager. They may be organized a little bit differently now, trying to respond to the new attacking shape of Block. Goldman tried to turn away, loses the ball. It's Wally, connects well with Tambude. Wally just lost the ball. That was a great attacking opportunity once more. As I was saying, it's the last play where they need to have a bit more composure. They were just at the top of the 18-yard box, breaking in. They could have had a shot there, but they didn't, and it is a goal kick for Block. It was a nice counterattack from Polonia, but Saluga just seemed to lose his balance. Sosku. Wally. Susku. Wally wins it back. I think what has really been the difference in this half for Block has been their movement in the midfield. Almost as I was saying it, they have had a lot more control of the center of the field. Polonia is still doing really well on the right wing, creating opportunities, but Block having control of the center of the pitch has been absolutely critical for them moving forward into the attacking third. They've created a few opportunities, and if they continue to do so, they're bound to get a goal. This is Tambadu at the top of the 18. He takes a shot, just goes wide. I really thought that was going in. The ball had some nice curve on it. So a substitution for Polonia. Coming back onto the field is Kugler. And it's Kalala coming off. Ball sent up. Bullington gets a head on it. Saluga not able to get a touch. Ball sent forward. It's Goldman. Played it up to Camara. Camara not able to keep it. Block moving out now. This is Conte. Goes out for a throw-in. And the throw-in is taken. Tried to turn around there. Defender was right on him. Once again, Polonia playing calmly out of the back. They're very consistent using that right wing to build up. Block has been responding, clogging up that right wing a little bit more to the best of their abilities. Pepper has been subbed off, so that has changed the chemistry a little bit of the right wing. is Susko. Tagaku. Wally's out wide. Looking to find the ball. He's going to need to move a bit more to create some space. Susko in the middle. Turns very well. It's a great ball. Wally's all by himself. The ref flags for offside. That's a tough call as a ref. I don't have the best angle here. That was definitely by the hair. It's Madej. Bullington brings it down. Out to Madej. Back to Bullington. Oh, that would have been a nice back heel. But they do lose the ball. This is Tambadou. He's playing much deeper than he was before. And Block's attacking line looking very static right now. The lack of movement in the attacking third for Block is making it really easy for Polonia's defenders to pick up a man and stick with him. Wally tries to put it in, sent up high. Not a real threat for the goalkeeper. And it's played out. Cleared up. Saluga gets a touch on it. Out to Resnick. It's a great chest pass. Scamara bringing it forward. Out to Saluga, who's all by himself. Back towards Goldman. Goldman let it roll past him. He thought the ball was for someone else. Gaku picks it up. Blocker on the counterattack. Once again, Block's attacking third, looking very static, just waiting for the ball to come to them. There's no way that they'll beat the Polonia defense like that. They'll need to be a lot more proactive off the ball. Sent in, this is C. Goes for it. Sent very wide. And some of that momentum that Block was building up in the middle of this second half is starting to break down. They're not moving as much as they were. Just look at their top three as Block is building up in the midfield, and you'll see what the issue is that they're having. Saluga wins it. It's Madej. It's a fancy footwork there. Madej pressing well. Polonia could win it here. Block beats the press elegantly. That's just the difference between Polonia and Block this game. Polonia has been moving beautifully, always finding the space, always getting away from their man. Block has shown that they've been able to, but they don't do it consistently. Kugler stops that. It's Wally. Sent out wide by C. Crossed in. It had some force behind it. Hard to tell if he was going for a cross or a shot. Either way, it's up for a goal kick. Polonia are taking their time. And there's some substitutions for block. Played up. And Goldman loses the ball. Susko goes down, but the play must go on. This is a good attacking opportunity for block. Now the ref will need to address the player who's gone down. Susko may have been stepped on. It's unclear. Seems to be in a lot of pain. If you guys are enjoying this game, you guys can tune in later. We've got some more games for you today. At 2:15 p.m., tune in and we'll be playing the New York Athletic Club facing off against Pan Cyprian Freedoms in the American Premier Soccer League. In that same league at 4 p.m., we have the Central Park Rangers going against Zumschneider FC. Back in the Cosmopolitan League at 2 p.m., New York Ukrainians are going against Manhattan Kickers FC. And at 3 p.m. here on Damon Frame, you can watch the Central Park Rangers 2 versus FC Sansac. Tension's still proving to be high between Block and the referee. They're very upset with the way that this game has been called. We're waiting on a call. And the referee's going forward with the goal kick. Did well to get ahead on it. A foul is called. It's played by Block. See if they can find Polonia on their heels here. Wally brings it down. The ref flags for offside. That's another call against Block, where they feel like it just isn't being played fair. I'll leave that up to you guys at home to interpret. Whether this referee is calling the shot straight or if he's leaning in favor of Polonia. I do think Block are losing a bit of focus here, getting more worried about the referee than how they're going to beat Polonia. Whether or not the calls are called in their favor, Polonia has scored 2 goals without set pieces. And Camara moving forward now. Crossed in. Madej gets there on the left wing. They still have a chance. This is Bullington. Played it in. Nobody's there. It's cleared out. Polonia still have a chance. Tulgler brings it down. Finds Bullington wide. And Bullington lets it go out. His technique just wasn't perfect there. And to keep it in, perfection is what he needed in that moment. Tambadou out wide to Wally. Once again, I do think Polonia is so strong out in the wings with their defense. Their shape is very well prepared to handle attacks coming in from the side. I think they'll need to come in through the midfield, and that's where they've had the most success so far this game. It does take a lot of movement from the attacking line to create those opportunities, find those spaces. This is Polonia out in the right wing where they found so much success this game. It's Saluga. Cuts in. It's Camara. Finds Bullington. He goes for it. Jungana had to make quite the athletic save to stop that from going in. Bullington absolutely blasted at the goalkeeper there. This will be a corner kick for Polonia. Crossed in. It's well done by Goldman. In the second half, Polonia have sat in a little bit, not moving their players so high, committing a few less players to the attacks. Once Block get on the offensive, you could sort of see Polonia crunch up, get their defensive shape very tight, get all 11 players behind the ball. It's a free kick for Polonia. And Block are still very concerned with the way this game is being refereed. Block can counterattack here, but they're getting their numbers up very slowly. It's a great ball to Wally. Tambadou goes off for a throw in. This is Madej. The referee does call a foul for that. His hand was extended, pushing just a bit too much. We are getting some extra commentary from the sidelines. Polonia finding some space in the back, and they clear it out. This is Ducare. Played up high. Can they cross it in? Not really. Was not the best technique there. Sent to the trees in the back. Goldman picks it up in the midfield. It's turned over. Played wide. Polonia is able to stop that attack before a shot is taken. Saw wide to Madej. Madej finds some space in the middle. Sent through. This is Nowojeski. Saluga goes for it, deflected off. Goldman. Just sent a bit wide. Would have been a tough goal for Goldman. That would have been his second one this game, had he put it in. This is Gaku. Gaku went for a meg there. Wasn't able to get it. This is good movement from Tambadou. Tambadou crosses it in. And Dudnews picks it up. And Block now protesting that should have been a foul. Called against the goalkeeper. They think that was a pass back. Referee says there was no intent to pass it back. Saluga coming up for a 50-50. It's a throw in for block. Played back to Jungana. This is Conte. Loses the ball. Camara goes for it, but it's Block who comes out with the ball at the end. This is Jabi. Takes the throw in. This is Gaku. Played into space to C. Wally. Dropping in. Getting away from his mark. Block FC are creating some motion in the top of the pitch. They'll need a little bit more though. This is Goldman. Clears it up. It's a 50-50 ball. Kugler comes out to try and win it. They're pressing high now. If Block can break this press, they may be able to get numbers up. This is C. Goldman tried to back heel it. Sent it straight to the Block midfielder. This is C. Referee touched the ball there. Unfortunate. He does stop the play. And it's out wide. This is Nowojeski. Camara. Camara very good with his feet. Difficult to peel the ball off of him. Crosses it in. Just doesn't find another Polonia player. Bullington wins it back. This is Goldman. He could shoot here. Passes it instead. It's one more. Goes off. The ref does flag for offside. It certainly was. It's Bullington. Camara. He's got the space to strike it. This is Midday. The ball ends up in the hands of Jungana. This is Wally. Played calmly. Tambadou. Tambadou keeps it. Cleared out. And it bounces off of Tambadou for a goal kick. That's just unlucky for Block. The time is ticking down now in this game. Only about 6 minutes left of time before stoppage time is added in. Some substitutions made for both teams. Goldman and Bullington come off for Polonia. Kalala's now on. Kugler to Kalala. Sent through. Brings it forward. This is Doucette. Doucette. Shot just doesn't have enough power behind it to threaten the goalkeeper. Sent up high. Looking to capitalize. And a few Polonia players crash into each other. This is the moment that Block had been waiting for. Tambadou plays it out. They're unable to strike it. And that's a wasted opportunity. I think they just passed the ball around a bit too much in the box. After the two Polonia players crashed into each other, they just needed to get the strike off. The goalkeeper was exposed. Had they just brought the ball down and did their best to slot it in I do think they could have converted there. It's unfortunate, but it is a corner kick. Crossed in, and cleared out very well. Polonia feeling good about themselves defensively. Something I love about this team is how passionate they feel coming out of the defense. And that's straight to Dutton Neves. Goes down. Taking his time. And it's kicked up. So Madej gets a poor touch on it, and it goes out. Throw in for block. This is Dragana. Conte. You can start to feel Block FC in their desperation. At this point, though, it'll be very difficult for them to win this game. Nearly impossible. Only a few minutes left in this game. Resnick in a 1v1. He doesn't have the speed, though. It's Drumme who plays it back. And Wally using a nice header to bring it forward. Tambadou almost lost the ball. It's out to Gaku. They find the space out wide. This is Philip. Tries to cross it in, but it's deflected. They maintain possession, though. It's up in the air. This is anybody's ball. Wally misjudges it. And Madej wins it out wide. Plays it up to Saluga. Saluga tried to find someone up top, but nobody was there. That's not much of an issue for Polonia, though. The more time the ball spends away from their own defensive third, the better. Tambadou brought it down well. This is good technique from him. Wally trying to beat his man out wide. He tries to cross it in. Goes straight into the defender's legs, though. Kugler. Out wide to Madej. Block FC win it back. This is Gaku. Gaku! And shot goes straight to the keeper.
These are baby kicks, man. Come on, man.
And that pass is a bit poor from Dutton Neves. I do think Madej needed to be a bit more present, though, in that moment. Ready for the ball to come from Dutton Neves. Block are coming into the attacking third again. But Polonia's defending has been relentless. They're just getting every man behind the ball as Block tries to press forward. I do think it's going to take some brilliance from Block FC to beat this defensive shape. Polonia have committed a couple players up now. If there is any moment to attack, it's now for Block. I think at this point, just getting a goal is important for Block's pride. Has been a difficult run of form for Block these past few games. They've struggled to win their past 4 games with no victories. And in a couple of the games, they've struggled to score at all, with 2 of the games being a clean sheet for the team they've played against. This would be the 3rd game where they've went goalless in the past 5 games, if they can't put one in the back of the net by the end of this game. Goes in for a throw-in. Stragana. Sent out wide. Block bringing it forward, but not with much urgency. It's played into an area with 4 Polonia players. Wasn't the smartest play. Wally would have had to do something brilliant with the ball if they wanted to get out of that. It's Resnick. Sent wide. This is Doucette. Taking his time. Out to Nowojeski. To Madej. They've got numbers in the box now. There's Saluga, there's Resnick. Sent backwards to Kugler. It's a nice ball to Resnick. Crossed in. And it's put in the back of the net. Doucette finishing it, and that is the end of this first half. Finished on a high note for Polonia. It's 4-0. An excellent match by Polonia, bringing them one step closer to getting into the playoffs. This league was a tough game for Block. I think the energy was just not high enough. They are now at risk of being out of the playoff spot. They need to win their next game if they want to stay in that playoffs bracket area. Polonia in a great run of form these past few games. I'm looking forward to see how they do in their last game of this season as we go towards playoffs. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We will be back shortly with interviews. This has been a Game and Frame broadcast, and we'll see you soon.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome back to this Game in Frame broadcast. Polonia SC had an absolutely spectacular game today with a 4-0 victory. Wanted to ask you guys what you guys thought was the tactical idea, or what you guys thought was the moment that separated you from Block FC this game.
I felt like we played like a really nice block, and oh, no pun intended. But I feel that they're a good team when it comes to playing long balls and just trying to take people on 1v1. And I think we just had the guys on the pitch that we all trusted. That 1v1, I mean, we have Filip Novieski on the left side that just ate that guy up. Like, the guy just did nothing against him. Then just the midfield was bossing it. We were creating triangles for each other, which was kind of the idea coming into it, and we just able to break the initial press. And then once we got out of that, it felt like they really decided to sit back and try to conserve their energy, and then we were able to really control the game. And they play a high line as well, so they leave a lot of gaps in behind. So some good time runs by these boys, and we got the result.
Absolutely evident in this game. When you guys were on the defensive half, just getting all your players behind the ball seemed to be very important for you all. Xander, you had an excellent goal today, dribbled it past the defender. How did you feel after that goal?
Felt great. As Philip said, they were playing a very high line, and so our balls in behind were on pretty consistently if we could stay on side. And so I think it was Scout, maybe Eamon, who played me down the line and was looking for a cross, and don't think anyone was there, and so just tried my best to take it one-on-one. Thankfully went in.
All right, and this game has been very important for you, getting a chance to get into the playoffs. What is your plan going into this next game for getting into the playoff spot?
Honestly, I haven't even thought about the next game yet. This was like our championship today. We know we needed to win, so I think we're going to enjoy this one, but you know, we need a little bit of good fate and just come out and play the same way we did today, and I think, you know, we'll hope for the best, but all we can do is play like this today again, and we can make playoffs.
We'll be watching what happens with CPR and Sanzak in a few hours too.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, stay tuned for that, and thank you boys so much. Congratulations on your big win today. This was a Game in Frame broadcast, and we are signing off.
Thanks, guys.